Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps. Okay, you guys, I am excited about my new sandwich for my Gemini Junior. I did a review on this machine when it first came out. I love it. It's my favorite die cutting machine for intricate dies. But if you guys have this machine or the big machine, then you know it's a headache working with the plates because this machine, it's so strong. It has so much pressure. New plates will bow and warp quick. And that is what happens. And it's annoying and it can be quite expensive. This is the metal shim that came with the Gemini Junior. It's also warped. Okay, and so I need to give a shout out, but I don't remember what video you left a comment on. One of my viewers mentioned to try Sizzix precision plate with the machine. And it's so funny because I tried this plate when I first got my machine and forgotten all about it. But when I read her comment, I decided to try it again, but then I needed to order another precision plate. And you guys, I have found, well, let me just first say, the whole objective of this video was to find a sandwich that either eliminated the need for plates and shims that warped, or to minimize the warping of plates and shims to use in your Gemini Junior. And I have a sandwich that works for me. Now, I must say in this video, I only test cut one pass. So in the video, you will see, well, if I had rolled it through twice, with some sandwiches, I would have gotten better cuts, but I only did it one time. What I recommend you do, if you want to, you could pick up 2 of these plates. I will have those linked below. But I do recommend that you play around with the different shims and different mats that you have in your crafty space and find a sandwich that works for you. Now, in my next video, I will experiment with sandwiches using these two plates for not die cutting, but for embossing with standard embossing folders as well as the 3D folders. So take a look. I used my most intricate die. This is the doily die I used when I reviewed this machine, and I needed to find a sandwich to cut out this die. And because I have that sandwich now, I know that using this particular sandwich, it will cut out any of the dies that I have. So if you are interested in my custom sandwich, keep on watching. I am super excited about this sandwich. I tell you, I feel like a person trying sliced bread for the first time. For this sandwich is the best, the best next thing to sliced bread in the crafting sector. Okay, so I'm only using the 2 precision plates, and you will see that it's not thick enough to cut through the die. And I'm using an assortment of Mira cardstock, matte cardstock, by Crafter's Companion, by Create and Craft. So now I've added Sizzix, or the Sizzix or Big Shot plate. And it's warped, but it's my idea that, and you see that it did work, right? With one plate, it worked. Now, I could stop right here because this sandwich will work for most of your die cutting needs. But I'm going to continue to experiment. I'm adding a, what do you call that? A cutting mat to see if that will penetrate and work. I don't remember if it did. Okay, it didn't. You have to play around with the mats and the shims that you have. That first sandwich got it done and got it done with one plate. You know, with the regular sandwiches, you use 2 plates. So already I have found a sandwich to minimize warping of my plates. And this one did work, but I think I like the first sandwich better. So there's that doily, you guys. Yes, finding the sandwich for this intricate die is like the holy grail of die cutting. Now, this is the mat that came with the Gemini Junior. It's warped, but because it's flexible, you can still get a lot of usage out of it. Sorry for that shake shake. Make sure you do push your sandwich in. Aren't those two rose die cuts so pretty? I love their colors. Okay, did it work? Yes, it did. Now remember, I'm only rolling it through once. You will see that I will need to use the piercer side to get some of the little intricate pieces out. So this sandwich does work, but I am using 2 plates that warp. Alrighty, let's do it again using a different color of that beautiful matte cardstock, and I'm using 2 of the self-healing cutting mats now. And let's see if that works, because I don't remember. Okay, I said no. Probably because they're flexible. I don't know. But let's take a look at it anyway, and you want to be careful because I will tear several of my doilies. I did this really fast, you guys, but you can see a lot of pieces were not going to come out. Okay, let's use gold, that beautiful gold matte cardstock. And this time I'm layering the metal shim. I think I used 3 different shims, right? But I have that metal shim layered on top of the die. And it didn't work because it's too thick and probably because of the warping of those plates. Okay, so it's shooting back out. It's too thick. The Gemini Junior has a sensor. If it's too thick, it will reverse back out. And okay, that came out. I'm not too sure. I think I took a shim out. Alrighty, but did it die cut through? Well, you see the shake shake falling. I love that and love the sound of it. And you can use your brush on the opposite side, the white side. That will help and loosen up your intricate pieces. Okay, so this sandwich, it did work, but I'm using my piercer tool. And if I had sent that through twice, I probably would not have needed to use that piercing tool. Okay, so this is one of my metal mats that I got from the thrift store. I'm going to try that. I use that in my gold foil and press machine. And I used it with a self-healing mat. Let's see if it works. Nope, did not puncture it at all. All right, got to configure something else. Okay, you guys, now my favorite mats to use, though it will not work with this sandwich, are the mats by Spellbinders for their original wizard machine. Companies, they have the knowledge about what types of materials to manufacture their plates, because Spellbinders, their original plates do not warp at all. How come these companies can't make plates that don't warp? Well, they need to make money, right? We got to keep buying them. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. That Spellbinders plate is too thick, so it don't get stuck, though it appears to get stuck. It's going to actually come back out. So it didn't work with the Spellbinders. And I don't know, you guys. I hope you guys are watching because I'm kind of lost to what I'm doing. But what really matters is the sandwich that do work. Now that one is too thick, so I had to bring it back out. Now I did switch up with my self-healing mats. I used a magnetic mat by We Are Memory Keepers. That came with a ruler, and it didn't work. Okay, so that sandwich didn't work. Now, perhaps I'll have better luck with the silver, beautiful silver mirror cardstock. Oh my goodness, it's so reflective. That's from Create and Craft. Perhaps I'll have better luck with it, right? It goes through. Now, it does slow down, and that's normal. That happens with Crafter's Companion with their sandwiches, some of their sandwiches as well. And you guys, this looks really good. Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh, look at the shake, shake, fall, you guys. It is raining shake, shake. Look at that. Ha ha! And then when you flip it over and use that brush on the white side, ha ha! That is shake, shake, you guys. And okay, what can I say? I found a sandwich that works. I will use a Crafter's Companion or a Big Shot plate with my metal shim. And I have found the sandwich. All right, you guys, I have found the sandwich to cut intricate dies. It cut out beautifully. And that sandwich, once again, it's using 2 Sizzix precision plates. This metal shim that I got from a thrift store, it came with a holder for a deck of cards and one of the Big Shot plates, which is very similar to Crafter's Companion plates. And you know, I love this sandwich, but I don't mind the warping because the 2 precision plates, I'm thinking, this is my thought, that it will keep the Big Shot plate or whatever plate that you use, it will keep it from excessively warping. And that's all I'm really concerned about. And I also want to point out my objective was met because I'm only using 1 plate that warps, right? And that's great because you save money. And I'm thinking if I would have started off with a new plate, perhaps it would not have warped as much as it did. So you know what? I think I will pick up a new pair of cutting mats. And I also want to note that you can use this sandwich for your non-intricate dies, right? But if you have intricate dies, find a metal plate. You could use the one that came with the Gemini Junior, or you know what? You might use chipboard. You might use plastic. Remember, my objective was to minimize and reduce the number of plates that warp. So you need to play around with your different shims, but I think it's a good thing to have the 2 precision plates. These things are made from metal, so I don't foresee them warping. Now this one is all bruised because I used the wrong side, and I originally used this one in my Big Shot Pro. So this is so cool. Okay, I'm going to come back with another video because we need to work with embossing folders, right? And so I will be using my 2 precision plates, and let's see if I can come up with a sandwich that either eliminates using plates that warp or minimizes the plates that warp. Well, if you have found this video beneficial, why not give me a thumbs up and support this video? Feel free to share this video. Also, feel free to share your favorite sandwiches that reduces warping or eliminates warping altogether. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.